What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Season Gaming's continued E3 coverage, and this time we're talking to you about The Outer Worlds. This is another closed-door demo we sat through earlier today. Outer Worlds made a splash when it first debuted back in December, and then at the E3 conference this year, we got gameplay trailer along with the release date announcement for October 25th of this year, so coming in just a few months. Now this game was really interesting when we first saw it because it kind of was reminiscent of Fallout 3, Fallout 4 maybe a little, but that classic Obsidian RPG, a lot of player choice, a lot of skill building and things of that nature. So we got a good look at it today. They played through basically a whole mission and showed you the very different ways you could approach it and depending on how you're skilled. What I found really interesting was that some of the dialogue choices and obviously skill builds and how you approach the game seem very similar to both classic Fallout as well as even Mass Effect. It kind of had that look to it, or BioWare you might want to say, classic BioWare.
Yeah, Dragon Age, Mass Effect,
right.
Yeah.
And they also showed that you'll have companions, and your companions you can either gain their trust or lose their trust, and they have a whole perk and skill building system as well. So I really like the look of this. It's an interesting dynamic because the world looks very unique, the art style is unique. It doesn't scream that big budget AAA blockbuster game, right? But if you love those Fallout RPGs, those Mass Effect RPGs, those classic choice-driven RPG style of games, I think this could be a really big hit.
Yeah. When I was watching it, the first thing that went in my head, and me and Ames walked out and we said almost the exact same thing. It felt like a Fallout New Vegas meshed with Mass Effect, and even the face movements while you're speaking to people look very much like Fallout New Vegas if it was evolved into where we are today. I would still say that it's not like a graphical defining game for this generation, right. But it definitely looked good. I actually was more excited for this one than I was than Fallout 76. I think the worlds look really cool and unique. The companion stuff that Ames was talking about reminded me about Mass Effect because when you go into battle, you will trigger something of some kind of a battle and then your companions are helping you fight that person as well. There was also this slow motion option that your character was, I guess, set up as in their loadout.
I forget what they called it.
Yeah, I forgot what they called it too, but it went in super slow motion. You had plenty of time to do whatever you want with it. And you could start that, and then it will tell you the weaknesses, where you hit them, there is a weakness, and this point, what happens to them. If you shoot them in the leg, they get staggered. If you shoot them in the groin area, they would get weakened, I think is what it said. If you shoot them in the head, they got blinded.
Blinded, yeah.
If you shot them in the arms, they got maimed. I think that's all they said.
Yeah, you could maim them. So you could make them like drop their weapon.
Correct.
Or cripple them, make them fall down.
Yep. Or you could just go guns a-blazing first-person shooter mode.
You could.
And just do whatever you wanted that way, and if you're more of just a get in there and storm, do whatever the hell you want type. So, looked really cool. Like I said, brought back a lot of nostalgia on some Fallout hours and hours that I played.
Of the Fallouts that people liked.
Yeah, kind of. and then I think you said something pretty catchy. Was this might be the Fallout that we've been looking for?
And I think people were hoping that when they first debuted it, especially after this trailer a couple days ago at the Xbox conference, and we got further confirmation of that today. In fact, there were multiple times in this mission where he was speaking to someone, and there were up to like 5 dialogue choices.
Yep.
And some of them he could do because of bonuses not only in his build and his archetype, but also in his companions. They said the companions will add, depending on who they are and how you build them, they will add to your stat-specific skills and give you the ability to do things and open up new dialogue choices and new mission paths that you might not be able to do. Like I could play differently from Bert. Yeah. But that was really neat. And then he also said that, as you do that, right, like you would expect, is depending on what you choose, it'll take the mission down a different path, and your choices will obviously impact the world as well, as you were kind of commenting on our Dying Light 2 thing about. Yep. Seems to be a big theme with some of these games.
Yeah, it seems like an E3 theme.
Yeah, but the neat thing, right, is that he said multiple times, this is a true Obsidian RPG. And so if you're a fan of those games, the fan where you're building your character, stats matter, you got to have certain points to do certain things, you're going to like this game. It's built for you.
Yeah, I couldn't add any more to that actually at all. I mean, it looks good. I think the fall is very crowded. We'll see where this lands in people's priority list of playing.
Game Pass.
Yeah, it will be available on Game Pass.
Confirmed.
So there's definitely that. And it's right around the corner. And they also, when they were showing it to us, they did say that this is the latest build that they had just pulled from. So I think it was...
Yeah, probably. They said it was
build.
the actual development build, yep. Yeah. And,
Oh yeah, we got a little plushie at the end of one of the characters. I forgot what this guy's name is.
Yeah,
but,
so there are creatures as well. The worlds are populated not with just enemies, but creatures, and they gave us a little plushie of one of the creatures. So there you go.
It's a little cute thing. It doesn't even say what the name of this thing is, but they told us. But yeah, it was a fun little demo. We enjoyed it quite a bit.
Yeah, it was good. It was definitely surprising. I've always loved those kind of video games that pull from almost pen and paper RPG mechanics. It's just something I really enjoy. So as we've already said multiple times, if you do like those types of games, this one, keep an eye on it. I think it's going to be quite good.
Yeah, I think it's going to surprise a lot of people for sure.
Yep. October 25th. It's on Game Pass, still coming to PC and PS4. And that's about it. You have any further questions for us, leave them in the comments. We're happy to answer them. As always, stay tuned to Season Gaming. Please like and subscribe, and keep an eye for the rest of our videos from E3.